Okay, welcome you guys. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for taking time out of your busy day during this crazy busy month to be here. So welcome. If you are new, I would love for you guys to put in the chat if you are new here. Also put where you're from. That's always fun for people to see where people are from. We've got we've got people from all over the country here, which is really, really, really fun. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jennifer Cobb, and I am a diamond ambassador with Plexus. And that probably won't mean anything to you right now, but it will as we go on with the presentation. So I'm going to talk about my story. I'm going to give you kind of just an overview of what I do, why I started, and what this opportunity is. And that's how we're going to kind of close it out. I'm going to let you know how you can do this. And we don't normally have time for questions, but if you ever do have a question, please put it in the chat and I will do my best. And also we have people in here who could be answering the questions if I'm on a screen share and you can't, and I can't see the chat. So I wanted to kind of share my journey with Plexus. And I always ask people when they come on calls like this to come on with an open mind, because I know sometimes we can enter a conversation, we can enter a room, we can enter a situation and already have it figured out in our head, like, okay, this is what's going to happen and I'm not going to have a good time, or I'm not going to like this person. Whatever it is, we can do that to ourselves, right? We're going to tell ourselves a story no matter what. So let's tell ourselves a really good story tonight. So in your head, I want you to say right now, I am so excited to hear about this. I'm going to keep an open mind. If you are skeptical, that is normal. That is normal. I will say most of the people on this chat that are already doing this business started out skeptical, because sometimes when you hear opportunities arise and it sounds too good to be true, we just tell ourselves like, that's too good to be true. And so I'm not even going to try to go there because it's probably not real. And you're going to hear as part of my story, that is exactly what I thought at first. So I started my Plexus journey a little over 3 years ago. So I actually started in August of 2018, which seems like 40,000 years ago at this moment. Can anybody hear me on that? Because it feels like the last 2 years have been very, very, very long. But I started out of a place of need. So I started for the business. Okay. So again, remember, keep your open mind, because if you're here and you're like, oh, I really just want the products, but so-and-so invited me here, so I just wanted to hear what this is about. That is okay. There are people in this company that start purely for the products and say they're never going to sell or share them. And they do. There are people that, like me, who start for the business, and I really didn't care about the products at first. I didn't even know that I needed the products. I had no idea what gut health was. And so, I joined strictly for the business. If you have questions about the product, I want to say this as well. We do have calls just like this very call, but they are specific to the products. So that's a whole nother call. We're not going to talk about the products tonight. We're going to talk about the business opportunity. So like I said, I started out of a place of need. I was a stay-at-home mom of 3 boys. And in my former life, I was a pharmaceutical rep. I worked for 13 years as a pharmaceutical rep, and just it was an awesome opportunity, but a really demanding opportunity as far as just having to travel a lot. I was on the road a lot. Sometimes I would leave at 7 in the morning and not get home till 8 or 9 at night, and because I had to travel to my territory. And so it was a lot. And so I was super blessed to be able to get to the point where I did not have to work anymore. My husband had an awesome job, and so that allowed us to be able to be a one income family, and for me to be able to stay home with my boys. And so I'm still super grateful for that time in my life. All until one day in May of 2018, when my husband lost his job. So if you guys have ever had that happen to you before, like put it in the chat, because I think it's super common. You know, it's just one of those things that hits you kind of out of nowhere. And so it was a really hard blow to our family of five, who was, you know, we were doing okay on one income, but you know, when it's taken away from you and all of a sudden you become a zero income family, it is super scary. So at that point in time, I remember it specifically. I looked at my bank account. Mama bears out there, if you hear me on this one, I looked at my bank account and I did the math real quick. I knew what my budget was every single month. I knew what I had to pay to survive. And I took what was in my bank account and I divided it by what I had to pay out every single month. And you guys, I was left with 3 months of survival, because I had not had a huge savings account. I didn't have money saved for a rainy day. I didn't have a rainy day fund. And as a matter of fact, there's a scary statistic out there as to how many people do not have rainy day funds. Like, it is super common to not have one. And so while we had basically no debt, because I had paid off all of our debt, I did not have an income. I did not have income beyond 3 months. And so it got really scary really quickly. I started to get phone calls. I very quickly was not able to pay my bills, started to get phone calls, you know, almost lost our house, you know, had people knocking on the door to come and repossess our cars. This is really hard to share and it's really vulnerable, but I want you to hear kind of like where I was when I started this journey. And so all the while I was on social media, on Instagram, and I was following, she was not my friend because I did not really know her, but to me, she was my friend because I watched her every day. I was watching her share things on social media. And her name is Marianne at this Loud House. And I was watching her and she was always sharing this pink drink. She always had, you guys, she would be on her stories and she would just be talking about her pink drink, or she would be drinking her pink drink, and she always looked happy and bubbly, and she's got 5 kids and a very loud house, just like her name you know, is on Instagram. And she just caught my attention, so much so that on Instagram, do you know when you log into Instagram or Facebook and you have the bubbles show up at the top of your stories? She was always my #1 story, the first story there. And so obviously that shows you I was curious, right? I was watching her stories. I was curious, but at that point, honestly, I wasn't really thinking about a pink drink. Like, that was not going to solve my problems. Little did I know, right? And so one day she totally caught my attention. I remember the date. Does anybody ever remember like dates and like weather and like what they were wearing and smells and stuff like that? Like, that is me on July 12th of 2018. She said about said pink drink that she was making a 6-figure income sharing said pink drink. And you guys, I literally was like, what? I remember like I kept going back on her stories, like, back, what? Did she just say she makes it? What? Like, I just was like dumbfounded. Like, how in the world is this woman making 6 figures sharing about a pink drink on Instagram? Like, how is that even possible? And what even is this pink drink? I just knew she loved it and she was always happy. That's all I knew. That's all I knew. And so I messaged her and I just said, is this for real? Because I really need to make an income. And she was like, oh, it's totally for real. And I'm like, okay. And so she said, yeah, you can make $1,000 this month if you share your pink drink with X amount of people. And I was like, what? Okay. And she's like, just listen to me. I will help you and we will do this. And so I joined that very day. Now, remember, the rest of my world is crumbling down, right? Like, outside of this little conversation, my world is crumbling down. And so I did not start my business until August 1st. There is a little tiny thing that happened in between then and there that I was not able to start. I started my business on August 1st. And I never looked back. I just reached out to 3 people. So as you are on here right now, if you have a pen and a paper, everybody's got a phone, right? If you don't have pen and paper, like most people are like, what's a pen and paper? But if you have a phone and you have notes on your phone, I want you to write down 3 people that are like your ride or die people. So though that is those are the people that, you just saw the best movie ever, and who are you going to tell about it, right? Or you just joined the best gym. Who do you want to go to that gym with you? You want to start an exercise routine on January 1st with the rest of the world. Who are you going to call to go with you to start that routine, right? Who do you want to take to the coolest restaurant that's new in town, right? Those are your 3 ride or die people. So I want you to write those people down, because I want you to know that what you are already doing with those people is what this is, right? The difference is that you don't get paid for that. You don't get paid for telling somebody about a sale at Target, right? You don't get paid for telling somebody like, oh, Old Navy's got $15 leggings. Yeah, I love Old Navy. You don't get paid for doing that. But I know some people are sitting there going, well, yeah, people get paid for sharing stuff like that on Instagram. Yeah, we have a lot of influencers probably on this call right now. And I'm here to tell you, they don't get paid, but you think that they get paid. So that is a debunk right there. They are sharing things and they're making pennies, they're making some dollars, but they're not making real money. So that is the difference with what Plexus is versus A, not getting paid for anything that you are sharing currently, or B, wanting to be that person on Instagram that's sharing things with swipe ups and links and like to know it and all these things and think that they are millionaires, because they are not, you guys. They're just working really, really, really hard. They're working really hard. And so that's what this opportunity is. It is sharing products that you will love. Remember, I didn't join for the products. I did not join for the products. I have no idea. I had no idea what I ordered. No idea. But the products are unbelievable. I have missed 2 days of my products in like 40 months. And both those days were complete accidents. Like one was a travel day. I forgot my stuff. The other day I was at SeaWorld. Okay. So those are the 2 days I missed my products. And I actually contemplated leaving the park to go back and get my products. But hubby was like, yeah, no. So my point in saying that is you will fall in love with the products and you will want to share them. You will get a referral link and you will be able to share that referral link with the people in your life that you love and the people that trust you. And the people that you're going to go and tell about that movie, that sale, that restaurant, that gym, right? Those are the people that you're going to share with. But you are going to get paid a ton of money for sharing those products, right? So my skeptical people here right now are like, yeah, right, no. Like, what am I going to make? Like, $20, $50, $100? Nope. Remember those 3 people that we talked about that you wrote down on your piece of paper or on your notes on your phone? Just for sharing with those 3 people, you will earn $357. $357. I don't know about you guys, but that's pretty good money for Christmas, right? That is pretty freaking good money. Okay. I'm giving spoiler alerts here because I have this all written down, but I'm just excited to share it. And then if you share that with 10 people, if you share that same referral link with 10 people, you will earn $1,100 this month, you guys. $1,100. Okay. And you guys, this is not make believe. Like, there are people that can probably put in the chat right now that they have done this very thing their first month. Put it in the chat if you are on here and you have done this. You have done this. You have shared with 3 people in your first month and made $357. You've shared with 10 and made $1,100. You have shared with 20 friends and earned over $2,200, you guys, in your first month. Like, look at these people. They have done that. Okay. So remember me, I was struggling. You guys, we got so bad in 2018. I went on Medicaid. I went on food stamps. Like, I'm not kidding. I wasn't like, I don't mean like I had some money in the bank. I didn't want to touch it. We got down to nothing. And because I took my skeptic self and I put my skeptic self aside and I was like, I'm going to do this. I earned $1,642 that first month that I shared Plexus. So can you imagine, being in that situation and being able to say like, this is incredible. Like I am able to earn this kind of income by sharing things that I love. Like that is what this is. That is what this is. So I am going to quickly switch to show you guys, because I know I probably have some visual people in here, so you probably want to see some of this written out. So I'm going to switch and share my screen. And I'm going to kind of just give you a little bit more of a background of, hopefully you guys can see, of what you can earn. Hold on one second. Okay, so I do want to give a quick background too, because if you're on this call, you might be like, this sounds so good. This sounds so good, but I have a full-time job. Like, Jen, I believe you. I don't think you're crazy. I love watching all these people put things in the chat, but I have a full-time job. I can't do this. We have full-time working moms that have made it to the top of the company. So you can do this at any time. Part-time teachers, homeschool teachers, former corporate world like me, like this is for anyone. And we have so many different walks of life on this team. It is the best. Just read this over real quick. It just kind of gives a background as to who Plexus is. They are literally the most amazing company. So that's good to know if you are, if you want to know kind of who am I joining? Who is this? And then why Plexus? All right, you guys. So again, for people who have maybe dabbled in network marketing before, or you're like, what is network marketing? You've heard some scary things about it. Literally all you have to do to get a referral link is purchase your own products. That is it. That is it. You choose, it's called a welcome pack, and you choose it. You can choose a welcome pack for $109, so $109, or one for $209. It comes with either 2 to 3 products for the $109 or 6 to 7 for the $209. So it is super simple. That's it. Just like you go online and buy anything else, it's the same thing. And boom, you get a referral link the minute you purchase your products. So you don't have to have parties. This is not like your grandmother's network marketing company. You don't have to buy signs and banners and set up and do parties. If you want to, that is totally fine, but you do not have to. It's social media. If you've got a phone and internet, you're good to go. And there's no quota. You literally are your own boss. You pick how you want to build your business. Okay. So what is Plexus? You probably have gathered by now what it is. I was talking about the pink drink. We have so many other products. These are just some of highlights, some of the areas that Plexus helps with. So gut health, weight loss, nutrition, skincare, kids, overall wellness. There is a boatload of amazing products. And like I said, we have a call that explains this. So we'd be happy to share information with you on that as well. Okay, so how am I going to share this? Like, okay, Jen, I literally think this sounds amazing and stuff, but like, I do not feel like taking pictures of a drink or like figuring out what I'm going to post. I don't want to do any of that. Well, guess what? It is all done for you. Literally all done for you. We have resources. We've got, Facebook groups with albums of photos and images. Like you are never, ever, ever alone. And we can help you do anything that you want, any posts, any stories, anything. We can help you with all of that. Okay, let's get to the money, because I kind of already gave a spoiler alert on this, but for this month, so in this month of December, this is what you earn for sharing that referral link with friends, family members, strangers on the internet. It doesn't matter. So I had mentioned refer 3, 10, and 20. Those are just the most common because they are attached to ranks in our company, which I'm going to get to. So yes, literally share with 3 friends and you earn $357. Share with 10 friends and you earn $1,100. Share with 20 friends, $2,200. It is insane, you guys. Remember when I said I earned $1,642? I had shared with about 20 friends. So that's how much the payments have gone up since 2018. So It's just an awesome opportunity. And like I said, we're professional sharers anyway. Okay, so this is, remember I was talking about those ranks. So silver is sharing with 3, gold is sharing with 20 friends. And so this, when you do get your link and you join and you choose to work your Plexus business, you become a brand ambassador. And so it is at that time that then you start getting paid for your referrals. And so, you know, I just always ask, because I know when I started, remember I told you I had that number in my head, what I needed to survive every month. That number of our budget at that given time was between Ruby and Senior Ruby. So I'm looking at the monthly income. So I knew that I needed to make it to somewhere between Ruby and Senior Ruby to survive. So that was my goal at first. So I want you to know, if you are on this call and you're like, wow, Diamond looks amazing, but like, oh, that's just insane. I don't need that kind of money right now. That's okay. So I want you to think about which one of these ranks would be a good fit for you, and let that be your goal. And then I want you to go back to the person that invited you, and I want you to tell them what that rank is, because they will help you to get there. We have every single step. We've done all the hard work for you already. So we can help you to get to where you want to be. So in the beginning, if you remember when I introduced myself, I had said that I was a diamond. So if you look down to that income, it's a pretty incredible income. So because you're on this call and you want to know numbers, these are averages too. So for most of the ranks, I held above the average. So like when I was a Ruby, I was probably making closer to about 4,000, probably like 3,500 to 4,000 a month. But as a diamond, I am not making $38,000 a month. I make about 30,000 a month. And so when I say that, I know that sounds like a nutty, crazy, insane, like what the heck do you need that kind of money number? But I want you to know that it is possible. And I am not the only one on this call that is earning that kind of income, because there is no limit to who can earn that, right? It's not like working for a big corporation where only certain people make it to the top, right? With this, anybody can. So that's totally up to you. So it is seriously, you guys, the biggest blessing. And I want you to dream. I want you to dream. And remember, you know, if you're skeptic, I get it. I was too. But as soon as you start getting rolling and going, you will see how incredible and real this opportunity is. It's seriously mind-blowing. Again, for my numbers people on this call, this is just the bonuses that you get. So when these are the more important numbers, honestly, but this is the bonuses that you get when you hit each rank. So this just breaks it down. And so most everyone that joins our team now, they get what's called fast start ranks that did not exist when I started. And so basically you get double the bonus. So these are just bonuses. So this is only a tiny little part of your pay, but just to show you what those bonuses look like. We just had somebody last month who is on this call right now, Molly. She earned a fast start Ruby. So she got a $1,000 bonus. That was just her bonus, not anything else to do with her pay. And then now she's going for Senior Ruby. So she will get a $1,500 bonus. So that's pretty cool. And we get paid 5 times a month, you guys, 5+ times a month. It's incredible. One of the biggest questions I get asked by new people who start their business is, why did I just get paid again? Why does Plexus keep sending me payments? No joke. It's crazy. Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys with this. This is the action item. So, you know, again, if you still have questions and doubts, that is okay. That is totally normal. I want you to know that is totally normal. But you might be thinking, you know what? I want to go for this. Like, I want to do this. This money would mean a lot for my family. You don't have to be in the situation I was in, you guys. You don't have to be in dire need on food stamps and Medicaid to start this business, right? That's my story. Your story, maybe you work and you want to be able to stay home, or, you know, maybe you're not working, but you're afraid you might have to go back to work, you know, if the world returns to normal, right? And so whatever your story is, just insert it, you know, and then think of what this would mean for your family. Okay, so I think I already said this. I want you to message who invited you here tonight and let them know what inspired you or which rank moved you. So when you were looking at those numbers, where do you want to be? Where do you think would be a good fit for you and your family? And then you guys, you simply just order your welcome pack. If you have not already, you might be on this call, you might have already ordered your welcome pack, and that is awesome. You are ready to go, like as of right now. So you just simply order your welcome pack, and we can do that based upon your health goals. And then you make a list tonight. We already talked about making a list of our 3 friends to get us that first 357. Just make a list of 10 friends and family members. Could be acquaintances, it doesn't matter, you know, who you think would love these products and or the opportunity. Then you will make a first post on social media, and you're going to be super excited. This is the best. This is the most fun post to make in all the Plexus is the first post, because you're literally just like, this is so fun. I'm so excited. I'm starting this new journey. I cannot wait. Who wants to do this with me? And people are like, what is it? What is the pink trick? I don't even know what that is. What? Tell me. Right. And so we will help with that too. You might already be thinking, oh my gosh, no, I don't even know what I would put up there. We've got every single thing that you need to get started. I promise you. And then lastly, you guys, you are just going to have fun. That's it. You are going to have fun. This is like, I don't even know what to call it. I am like 40 months into this job. See how I just called it a job? You guys, I don't even know what to call it. Like some days I'm like, is it a job? I don't know. It's not a hobby. Is it a job? Like, what is this? I freaking love what I do. And I love doing it with these amazing women, most of which are on this call. I love it. I laugh. I seriously have the best time. And sometimes when I get paid, I'm just like, how in the world? Like something wrong. Like when I got my first really big paycheck, my husband said, can they take this back? Like, should we really quick put it in our bank? Because what if they try to take it back? Because it is literally that unbelievable. But remember I told you at the beginning of the call, you're going to tell yourself a story, no matter what, in any situation, even starting your own business, you're going to tell yourself a story. You're going to say, this is going to be hard. I'm probably not going to make it. It is what it is, right? But if you're going to tell yourself a story, tell yourself the best possible story, right? I think that's what I did without even knowing that's what I did. I was like, I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna be so much fun. And I see Jenny Caspers is in the comment. We started literally within like days of each other, and we were just like, we're gonna go to the top. Like, this is fun. We're gonna go to the top together. Like, this is gonna be so much fun. We're going to be making over $10,000 a month. We're going to be driving Lexuses, because they give you a Lexus PS when you hit Emerald. So the third to the top, you get a car. And we're like, we're going to drive Lexuses, and we're going to make over $10,000 a month. And this is going to be the best time ever. And like, literally, we're both sitting at Diamond right now, and we are having the time of our lives. And we never thought we couldn't do it. So I just challenge you to just really like pause when you get off this call, pause and go, okay, where do I want to go with this? Do I want to start this? What do I do? Don't be scared to message the person who invited you. Go message them right away. Pause for a second, think where you want to be, message them and say, I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go. I don't even know what to order. Maybe you know about the products. Maybe you don't. You're going to love them all anyway. Seriously, it doesn't even really matter what you order, because you're going to freaking love the products because they're amazing. And then just get started. Share with passion. Have fun with it. And then the rest is history, you guys. So anyway, I just want to thank you guys so much. I went a little over, so I apologize for that. But thank you so much for joining this call. And you guys have an awesome rest of the week. Thanks, you guys.